As a beginner in AI, one of the first problems that you're going to encounter is the AI giving you responses that makes you question your life choices.
Should I even be using AI, or I should just use my brain?
Well, the reason is not actually that the AI is gaga not, but rather you're the problem. Yes, well, not really you don't have any problem, but your prompts. In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 ridiculously easy ways to write prompts for AI so the AI can actually treat you like an actual boss. Are you excited already? So am I. Let's jump right into the video. Most times when people use AI like ChatGPT or Claude or Grok, they actually treat these tools like something that can enter into their head, know what you're thinking, and then just give you the responses or the answers that you are expecting. But no, when I teach children, I give them this analogy that helps them to actually remember or understand what prompt engineering is. Now imagine you ask a child to get you water. Yeah. Like our parents did that when we were young. They will not give you the full details of what they want you to do, but they still expect you to do it exactly as they expect, right? So you ask a child to get you water, no specific, just water. And then this child goes in probably to the back of the house, fetches a bucket of water and brings for you, and then you go mad. This is not what I asked you to get. But the truth is, you did actually give the child a specific or accurate instruction that he or she needs to follow. That's the same thing that happens with AI. Now, the 3 ways that I'm going to enumerate in this video, I'm going to mention in this video, will help you understand prompt engineering in a very easy way as a beginner. And then you are actually going to start using AI like an actual assistant that knows what you want and also knows how you want it served. Now, the first one you need to know is be specific. All right? Be specific. Now, I'm going to be giving you 2 examples of a generic prompt and a well-engineered prompt based on whichever tip that I give you. So let's start with being specific. Now, imagine that you say, tell me about marketing. There are a lot of things that someone can tell you about. If you ask me to tell you about marketing, I'll start telling you about, okay, marketing is about buying and selling, exchange of value and services and all that, right? But when you come with a more specific question or a more specific query, then it will help guide me in the regards that I should, be answering. In fact, one of the ways that you can also get to learn writing prompt is think about when you were in school, or if you're still in school and your teachers get to ask you a question, they'll tell you in 3 ways or in 3, different angles, explain the concept of reproduction to a yada yada. You see how your teachers were actually able to, give you the question so that you understand it and then give them what they are expecting. That is specificity. So when it comes to AI, you need to be specific. So instead of saying, tell me about marketing, you could say, explain 3 simple marketing strategies a small bakery or a small fashion designer or a small barber shop or a small business consultant in Nigeria, in Rwanda, in Botswana, in USA, in London can use to attract new customers. Now, if you should actually try to put these 2 generic prompts, all right, 2 prompts, examples, generic, and then the engineering, just as you're seeing on the screen, you see the different responses that the AI is giving me. So you need to understand that the more context that you give, the more on point response that the AI is going to give you. The second tip you're going to be looking at is now give it a role. All right, give it a role. Now let's bring it again to your questions when you were in school. Like when I was in school, they will say, explain to a layman. All right. So it is going to be different from saying explain to a professional, right? So you need to give the AI a role so that it can be able to actually respond to you in the bracket or in the field that you are expecting the result from. Now let's use another example. So for generic prompts over here, all right, we say, how do I fix my resume? And the other side, the engineered prompt, we say, act as a professional career coach or act as a professional HR manager, human resource officer, or human resource manager. All right. review my resume for a marketing job and suggest improvements. All right. Then you probably can attach the resume that you want to review. And then let's see these two responses. You can see how the generic response is giving me, the response is giving me generically. All right. And then the well-engineered prompt is now giving me something more defined, something more related to what I am expecting. Again, you need to understand that the AI cannot get into your head to actually understand what you are looking for. Okay. But only when you give as much information, as much context, as much specificity that you can be able to get your desired response. Tip number 3 is show plus tell. All right. Show plus tell. Now you need to understand that one of the best ways that you can get AIs to give you a desired response is when you give instances. All right. You don't just want to tell the AI what you are expecting. You need to show the AI, because that is also how it is actually learning, right? So that is why if you add an image and tell the AI to use that image to do another thing, you're most likely going to get a response that is close to or exactly what you are looking for, right? So instead of you to say, for instance, generically, write a funny tweet, you can say, write a tweet like this: I told my plants I love them. Now they won't stop growing. Someone sent help. Now keep it witty. 200 characters and about AI. Now you can see the two responses that we are getting between the generic and the well-engineered. So I gave an instance. This is what I'm expecting you to do. And then the AI is now able to do exactly, or give me exactly what I'm looking for. Again, let's recap. The first one I said, be specific. The second one I said, give it a role, provide context. And the third I said, show and tell, give examples that the AI is just going to follow suit in responding to you. Next part that I want to also mention are 3 methods of writing prompts easily. The first one in this category, based on method, is to use the AI to fix the prompt. Now, if you're creating images, especially using tools like rev.art, that option or that feature is actually free, you'll see enhanced prompts. Okay, so that whatever image or response that you're looking for, whatever question that you're looking for, once you just add the enhanced prompt option, the AI will enhance the prompt and then you get to have what you are looking for. Now, if it's about the chatbots like ChatGPT or Claude or Grok or anyone at all, or Gemini or anyone at all, you can actually add a suffix, right? Enhance this prompt for best result. On the screen, I'm writing a prompt that, it's meant to be kind of generic, but I was actually trying to also add a lot of options, but I may not really be able to put it in such a way to make it look like a professional prompt. But just by adding the suffix, enhance this prompt for best result, the AI is going to first enhance the prompt such that if I wanted to experiment with it. Yeah, that's also another thing you should know. Experimenting with AIs is to not just fixate your response from one AI tool. You can also try that same prompt on other tools like ChatGPT, like Claude, like other image generators, just to get different views of the response, right? And they can now be able to filter the best out of all of them, right? So by putting the enhanced prompt, the AI is first going to write the prompt the way it is supposed to actually receive the prompt professionally, and then you can now use that prompt to get what exact thing you are looking for. If you still want to modify it, then you can do that. The next one is to use an actual prompt generator tools. One of the prompt generator tools I would mention, maybe 2 of them, is Prompt Hero and then Prompt Genie. Yeah, Prompt Genie. All right. So by just putting a generic prompt, Prompt Genie or Prompt Hero will now make it more elaborate for best output. Now, the last one I've mentioned is for you to join AI communities. So what do I mean by AI communities? Like communities on Telegram groups, communities on Facebook, where people actually drop prompts that they have used and got a particular response. All you need to do is to copy those prompts, right? And then modify it for your own use. Yes, there's still a part for you to do. Okay. I want to believe that all of these tips that I've shared helped you in good way. So make sure that you hit the like button and then share with me other problems that you're having with adapting or integrating AI into your workflow, and I'll probably try to make a new video concerning that. Was this helpful? Make sure you subscribe for more videos like this, and don't forget to watch other videos that we've done all on the subject of using AI tools. I'll catch you on the next one.